Also in Chapter 7, besides third declension, it reviews two irregular verbs. Now, the first verb that it lists here on the left is possum. You'll notice it's very similar to the verb sum we learned in Chapter 5. That's because it's what's called a compound verb. So by adding this prefix, we've altered the meaning. So originally the verb sum means I am. Now, once we add the prefix possum is I am able to, or you can say I can. Now, essentially, if you look down the list, they're hyphenating it to show you that it's exactly the verb sum that you learned in Chapter 5, but with two possible prefixes. It either is POS, whenever sum starts with an S, such as in sum, sumus, or sunt, but it has a POT prefix when sum begins with the letter E, such as in S, est, or estis. So once you identify that prefix, you now know it's not just I am, but I am able. Note that if you use the word can, any verb that would follow it, such as I can work or I can go, the words work or go are automatically going to be put in their infinitive form. So whether it would be laborare or ire for go. Now the other verb is eo ire. Now we've talked about this verb in class, and it was in our word list last chapter along with its compound exeo. So here we're seeing eo in all of its forms. Eo, is, it, imus, itus, and eant. The only forms that don't follow the normal vowel schematic are the first singular eo and the third plural eant. The rest of it follows the rules we talked about in Chapter 5 by removing the re and adding your personal endings st, mus, and tis. It's just in the first and last that we see this variance, which is what makes it irregular. Now below it tells you to note the following, that you can see other compounds of eo, just like you'll see other compounds of sum. And so just merely by adding a prefix, it's just going to alter its meaning a little bit, such as in eo I go into, aveo I go from or away, adeo I approach, and redeo I go back. The same could be done to the verb sum. In sum is to take part in, ad sum, as you know, is to be present. And so we'll continue to see those as we move forward in line. So that's the deal with irregular verbs. So keep in mind that possum is often used with another verb to say what you can do. And note that eo ire is most often used in its infinitive form. So you could actually use them together to say I am able to go by saying ire possum. So now you know a little bit more about the irregular verbs and what they're about.